Buongiorno and good morning. It's getting close to the end of my Italian adventure. I think I've got a full day and a half left before I have to leave this beautiful place. And I think I've saved the best to last, because today, amongst many things, we are exploring this. The greatest monument to the Romans that still stands. The largest man-built amphitheatre known to man. I don't think that's exactly how it said it on Wikipedia. But we are going to attempt to get in there. Two things to note: when you get off the bus, watch for potholes. I just nearly lost my full right leg. Which hurts quite a bit. Secondly, that you have to be very careful for pickpockets around here. Rome itself is notorious for people being robbed of their wallets, change, money, whatever people can get their hands on, so be careful of that. And I don't even know if I can film in here. So, you'll probably see me about 2 hours time once I've got through the queues that I'm just looking at now. I'll try and show you. Big crowds, lots of menus. There's lots of other things around here that I'm sure I'll get into later, but I want to get into this place before it gets too overcrowded. So yeah, and later on in this video, we are going to attempt to find the oldest pizza restaurant in Italy. So stay tuned for that. But for now, ciao. Alright guys, so I've been given a ticket. I've been told I can enter at 10 o'clock, which is in 20 minutes. I thought I'd share some advice if you come here. One, that it is required to have ID, which I didn't have, but luckily, if you take a picture of your passport, you can use that, which I was able to do, which is good because I would have had to go back to the hostel, get my passport, come back, and then risk it being nicked. Secondly, so let me just pan round. So the flooring, I don't know if you can see, was bought way before foolish people in sandals came along. So be aware of that, because I nearly lost my ankle. I've watched 2 people hit the floor at least. It's quite a tricky area to navigate if you are not sure-footed. So yeah, be aware of that. We've got a little bit of time to kill. Just sit here enjoying the sun. It's a little bit cooler than yesterday by a whole 2 degrees, so I'm still boiling. But hopefully next time you see me, I'll be inside the Colosseum looking at something pretty. So until then. Alright, so you join me from the inside of the Colosseum. As I pan the camera, you see it's extremely busy. And this is just past the entrance. I'm trying to find my way up the stairs to somewhere I can get a decent view of the arena. There is a walkway that I went down, but that was the exit. And I've just paid €18 to get in. I'm not going straight for the exit straight away. But as you can see here, we've got an example of some of the things that didn't survive. These are some of the old pillars that have fell down over the years. We put here for people to see. You see just behind that thing is out into the arena. But we are looking for a staircase up. Obviously there's not going to be a lift here. It's over 2,000 years old, this thing. So the fact that it's still standing is a miracle in itself. But we keep moving. So I'm going to tell you a fact about the Colosseum, that after the fall of Rome, for over 1,000 years, exotic plants were growing inside of it. And it's believed these plants are from the seeds that are embedded in animal fur. Because animals will be brought all over to Colosseum for many things, battles, food. And yeah, so when the Rome fell and this lay in ruin for so long, these seeds would burst and grow wild flowers all over. It's because we've got lots of examples of what it would look like back then. Oh, I would like to climb onto the top floor of that. It's fantastic, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. But obviously this place stands as a reminder of the strength of the Roman army and how influential Rome is on today's civilization. So as you're up here, there's a museum on the second floor. It shows you some of the architecture, some of the pottery that was used. These are some of the surviving artifacts you've got. I have to be careful what I film because a lot of the statues are in the nude. Well, reasons unknown to me. But the Romans were passionate, but also quite feisty bunch. So yeah. And now, as you can see, we've made it to the battlefield, or the main part of the amphitheatre. You can get tours down at the bottom, they're an extra cost. Like to go on that platform is an extra cost. But we don't need that, I can see plenty from here. Although it would be nice to be down there. Give you some facts. In the original design, they were able to flood the whole bottom half and stage mock ship battles, which is mightily impressive. Also, the roof, it had a retractable roof that was like a canvas that was put up and down by the Roman Navy, and that was to protect the Roman soldiers from the sun. Also, as I pan around and show you the rest of it, unlike the films, Roman battles were a bit like modern boxing. They had referees. Most of the soldiers were spared. They weren't killed off like in every film you see. And they're actually very highly trained, well valued. Yeah. Stop for people taking selfies, obviously, I don't blame them. I'll be taking mine in a minute. But yeah, obviously Rome has a lot of history and they're very good at maintaining their history. That's why in the last few videos everywhere I've gone, it's got you know, things from the past, things they've maintained. They've obviously become great tourist attractions, which really adds to the character of Rome. But this place also stands, you know, it shows the real strength of what Rome was. We have a lot to be thankful for. They brought in roads. In fact, the Roman roads will last a lot better than the ones they build now. Walls. I mean, they conquered most of Europe, to be honest. I think they're probably the most powerful army that the world's seen, really, considering the times they're in. They're well organised, brilliant tacticians, remained undefeated for hundreds of years. Yeah, it's a real touch of history, this place. So another thing about coming to the Colosseum is, as much as you get to enjoy the fantastic infrastructure and the history of the place, you can also come to certain points and you get a nice view of the city. Marvellous, isn't it? Don't worry, we'll be heading to get a closer look at these later. But I just wanted to share this with you. Turn around. It's fascinating to think that in the same way that in England people go to a football match or other sports,
It's time to get
that
down.
this place would have been filled with people cheering, watching people battle. Fascinating. I mean, I believe that before, where these ruins are, that was beneath, that was where all the soldiers would stay. And this would be a sealed top, where they would come up and then they would do a battle. But as I said, it costs extra to go down there, and as we're on a tight budget, it was enough to pay to come into this place. Let's see what else they've got. As you can see, there's a lot of overcrowding in here. But if you're one for a gift, you can buy books and stuff from the souvenir shop. You keep getting bumped into by people, which is very rude.
It's okay, I'll be back. You can take the pictures.
Yeah, you got to come down these stairs to the exit. I'm going to sign off for a minute because I'm going to get really annoyed if someone keeps bumping into me. That's what I was saying before, you have to be careful walking around here. I just nearly died on the stairs. But I think we're coming to the end. I keep seeing signs to the exits. It's very it's kept all in one direction, still very crowded, as we can clearly see. Just don't come all the way from up there. But you can imagine, if I was out of breath on the first bit, you can probably tell why. I'm not going to lie, I don't know much about the bottom bit. It's equally fascinating. Yeah, I think we're getting close to the exit now. We see it seems to be the word for exit. But if you're interested in coming here, it costs €18, which I think is about £17. I could be wrong. Which is, I think, is great value for money. If you're going to spend €18 on something here, it might as well be to the greatest living relic of the Roman Empire. Yeah, because I think this, in the Vatican City yesterday, it's barely cost me more than 30 quid. I could be wrong, I've not done the maths in it, but it's definitely a must if you're going to come to Rome. Definitely. Alright, so sadly, that is the end of our Colosseum tour. It's a definite, you must come and see it, even if you're only here for a day. Take your time, come and see it. It's definitely worth it. But as much as it's the end of the Colosseum tour, it's definitely not the end of the video. We've got more things to go and discover. I'm going to have to turn the camera off as I walk over this deadly footpath. Lethal. So yeah, I'll catch you up in a few minutes. Right, so after walking up this very steep hill to what I thought was the exit, we've come across this beautiful church. Which means two things. One, I get to look at an old church. And two, I've got to walk all the way back down that hill after. Let's have a look. Looks very old. It's beautiful. So yeah, as I said before, the Catholic Church has a very massive influence on Rome, hence the term Roman Catholic. So there's literally hundreds of these little churches everywhere. They've got fantastic artwork on the wall, statues everywhere, a real sight to behold. You know, even if you're not religious or not even Catholic, I mean, I respect people's faith. If this was in India, I'd respect there. I think it's mosques there, I don't want to get confused, but you know, you've got to respect where people's religions, and it's a sight to see, really. It really is. But having made it to this church unexpectedly, I've got to go all the way back down here, this hill which I came from. Isn't even half of it. It turns around again at the end, past the Palatine and back to the Colosseum, so that's going to be fun. Alright guys, so in this very Rome themed video, I'm going to show you, you've got these maps that show the expansion of Rome and the Romans. So if you see on this one, I may have to zoom in and scroll down a bit. So they've got a tiny little dot on Rome, where Italy is. Their expansion then led to this one, where they took over. I'll be honest, I don't even know where half these places are because they're not labelled as what we recognise them as. I think half of that's Spain. That'll be like where Croatia is, Macedonia. That's where they expanded within a few years. They then, now bear in mind you're looking at the white bits. Look at that. Bits of Iran, Turkey, Egypt, Morocco, all Spain, most of Central Europe. And then I'll have to walk round to the last one. This is all my knowledge, I didn't just steal this off a guide that I was watching a minute ago. But look, he eventually took over most of Europe, spanning through all the way to the Caspian, look, Armenia, Turkey, all of Turkey, all the way up to Britain, through France, Switzerland, Portugal, Spain. Absolutely, all that from this one city in Rome. I just realised I've missed half the thing. But yeah, that's how far the Romans got from this small city in Italy to pretty much dominating the entirety of Europe. And that is pretty impressive. So we'll continue. There's more monuments and relics on this massive thing road that looks more like the Mall. As you can see, I'll show you now. Just come from there. Spectacular sight of the Colosseum. But yeah, we keep moving. Here we've got another site where you can see the old Roman pillars. Some of the ruins they've got here. I don't know if you can get down in there. I assume you can because there's a ticket booth behind me, and again, budget travelling, I apologise. I don't really know much about this place either. But originally this wasn't why I stopped here. I stopped here because, if I step back, we've got this fence where people have all put locks on, and I assume these are locks to symbolise love. Now, me being a solo traveller, it's going to be hard for me to put a lock on here for something. What would I put a lock on for? My love of football, fried food, yeah, I don't know. Maybe one day if I find the love of my life, I'll come back here, spend 20 euros on a lock and tie it to a fence, and someone will probably bolt crap off in a few years. But yeah, but like, even this, just panning around, every building has character, beauty. There's a massive Italian flag, that won't be for the World Cup, bless them. But yeah, see, I tried to film this yesterday, but my camera started to have some sort of breakdown in the heat, which is fair because I was having a breakdown. I'm close to having one now. But yeah, just thought I'd stop here, show you these ruins. Alright guys, so this bit, these ruins, these go by the name of Basilica Ulpia, and this was originally a courthouse that stood for many years, and it was that big that you, from sitting there, apparently you weren't able to see these columns, which I actually don't know anything about. But the courthouse stood for many years, was a few of many trials, and then it partially collapsed and then was destroyed by, I can't remember who by, but then was it was rebuilt, and then it was destroyed again on the orders of the French government back in like 1520 something. Yeah. But yeah, this is now what's left of it. I was just about to tell you all and show you this violinist. I was thinking, oh, he's playing really good here. And just before I put my camera out, I realised he was playing someone like You by Adele, and I thought, oh, that's going to get monetised, isn't it? But yeah. Also, someone else was filming, I just know he fell, filming him, and he started trying to demand a fee, so it's good that we didn't get the camera out. Because I'm not paying him a fee. If he started getting zesty, he might have got clumped. But it's nice, a bit of violin on the street, good to listen to. Someone selling some sort of leaves here, I don't know what that is. It's like conkers, I don't know if you can eat conkers. But we'll keep moving. It's a longer road than it looked at the beginning. But there's lots of towers. I'll show you them all in a minute. I don't have to bother crossing the road. Lots of people selling hats. Got my hat, my friend. Didn't stop and try to sell me one. Also, I wanted to share a little thing. I mention them quite a lot. They've got these. Right, they've also got the bikes. Now if we were in Budapest, Prague, even Vienna, I'd have said, you don't go for it, they're easy, simple. And that's from someone that fell off one. Over here, no, don't do it. Just don't. I've seen the bikes broken and crumpled at the side of the road, pedals missing. I've seen one guy ride into a moped. One guy hit a car. I mean, the driving here is phenomenal. I've seen a woman crash into a pallet of wood in the middle of the road. And then another person upset someone crossing the road and he proceeded to punch her car, which was entertaining while you're having breakfast. So yeah, don't do them, they're dangerous. Italy's dangerous, the roads here are ruthless. Also additionally, if you remember in my last video, one of my other videos, I got this gift from Mustafa and the string has started to change colour very suddenly, which is strange. Is that me? Is it dirt? Who knows? But, oh well. Alright, so we stand where I was yesterday before my camera melted. Outside, Monumento de Vittoria, I think it's called. And it is a monument built in honour of Victoria Emmanuel II, who is believed to be the first unified king of Italy since the fall of Rome. And it was finished in 1935 and it started in 1888. And yeah, it's absolutely magnificent. It's got a massive man on a horse in a suit of arms, angels on horses on each side of the pillars. It's got these pillars here. It's got big fountains each side of it. Again, if you want to come and see inside of it, that's 18 euros. So altogether, I think we spent, if I'd have gone to all of it, I'd have spent over £60 by now, but we've gone to the Colosseum, that'll do for me. I'm happy looking at the monuments outside. But yeah, but there's a few things around here, but I think we're going to come to the end of this segment of the video. I'm going to have to try and look for something else that's quite interesting and possibly quite old. But first I have to work out where I'm going, how I'm getting there, and where to get a drink of water from, because I am starting to burn. I should have brought me sun cream with me. Yeah. Alright guys, so you join me our next destination, and that is at a place called Pizzeria Restoria Est. Now, this isn't necessarily the cheapest pizza, or it's not listed as the best pizza, but what it is listed as is the oldest pizza in Rome. Allegedly they've been making pizza since 1888, which is over 1,000 years. So it must be good if they stayed open that long. Originally it was called Antica Bastellari, or Bottolaria. But we're going to go in and see what you think. I think it's open now. It doesn't look very open. But it says to open at 12:30. It's just gone 12:30. But I imagine if it's the oldest pizzeria in town, they can probably open whenever they like. Let's see. It looks to be closed. Let's have a look. Oh no. Ciao. Pizza?
Yeah, you go?
Yeah.
You go or here?
To eat. I eat outside. Is that okay?
Sorry, is it here?
Eat
Inside?
here, but out of the.
Outside?
Yeah.
Yeah, no problem.
Ah, okay.
Okay.
Alright, so I think he's going to come bring me a menu and we'll give it a good sampling. It's warm. Hot, yeah?
It's very hot.
Very hot. Is it
Are you?
true? I'm very good. Is it true this is the oldest pizzeria in Rome?
Yeah.
Yeah. It said 1888 they started making pizza.
This is 188.
Wow.
Do you want some drinks?
Yeah, I'll have a Coke, please.
Zero normal.
Normal.
Yeah.
Normal. Oh. They got other dishes on the menu. You got pasta. I could be trying pasta. Pasta's very popular in Italy, but I'm no Mark Wiens, Jordan Blanton, or that guy who does Man vs Food. I'm no expert, but what I do know is pizza. Evidently, if you look at me, I eat a lot of it. It's not cheap. 10 to 14 euros a pizza, but it's the oldest pizza. So I might try the Davioli, as it's listed as the Roman way. So I'll order that in a second, and then we'll have a look at it when it gets here. Alright guys, so my pizza has just arrived. I ordered the Daviola, which has got pepperoni on it, and was described as the Roman way of eating, and look at the size of it. Oh, that is a meaty pizza. Thankfully it's thin crust, so I'm not going to get loaded up on bread. Let's give it a try. Oh, it feels really, really thin. I may need to assist the cutting. What's that guy called in America that tries pizza? 1 bite, 2 bite challenge, or whatever it's called. Because it's a 1 bite challenge and takes 3 bites of it. Oh, stop it. Let's have a go. Oh. Oh. That is over 1,000-year-old recipe. You can see why it's still going. It's beautiful. Tomatoes taste lovely. Cheese is fragrant, delicious. It's sprinkled with I think it's pepperino, or I can't remember what it's called. It's that cheese to sprinkle and stuff in Italy. It's nice. Smells delicious, tastes delicious. It's hot, it's soft on the inside, crispy on the outside. Oh. That is a delicious slice of pizza. Absolutely stunning. So if anyone wants to try the oldest pizza in Italy, it's Pizzeria Restora Est. I recommend coming here. It's definitely worth the money. Maybe come as a couple, because this is a big pizza for one person, but I think I'll be able to master my way through it. Alright guys, so after eating what can only be described as an alarming amount of pizza, I think it's time for a siesta. So I'm going to call it an end to this video. Grazie for watching. If you've liked this video, please remember to like and subscribe. If you want to see more, let me know. And until the next one, peace.